Are you tired of affirming, or maybe affirmations are not really your cup of tea, or perhaps sometimes you just feel triggered about the 3D and it's very hard for you to affirm, and maybe when you feel better you can affirm? Well, I have another technique that I want to share with you guys that is super popular, and I obviously tried it, and I'm going to express my humble opinion about inner conversation. If you guys know my channel, I tried every single technique about the law of assumption and so much more, and on this channel, by the way, I'm Nea. We talk about metaphysical concept, the law of assumption, the law of attraction, and all the laws of the universe, and so much more. But in today's video, I want to give my personal perspective on inner conversations and why I think inner conversations just go beyond manifesting an SP, but they can be used literally for everything. Now, of course, this is just my opinion. As I like to say all the time, do not feel limited by anything that I am saying, as we all create our own reality. There is no need to argue between which is the best way or the right way to manifest. You have to just find the way that is best for you, and this is the reason why we love as creators to make this video, to help you guide through this process of finding your own personal way to manifest. At least that's why I like them, or as well as entertainment and educational content. But now let's get to the video. So sometimes affirming all day for some type of people, or affirming in general, can sound in their mind or even out loud a little bit mechanical. At least I go through phases where sometimes I just don't have time to do anything else, and I do not want to visualize, even though I'm a very visual person, and I just go straight on for my affirmation. I like them, they are mechanical, and in that period of time I need them. So affirmations will always be my number one way to go to manifest, because it's like my safe spot and my safe place. However, sometimes I might be in a completely different state of mind where I need to smooth myself with inner conversation, or I just feel that I do not still want to visualize, but I need some extra kick, and I love inner conversation. Now, I want to address what inner conversations are, first and foremost in regards to your self-concept and in regards to yourself, and then in regards to manifest anything specific, and especially an SP, so everyone gets their cup of tea. I always have inner conversation with myself. You always have inner conversation with yourself, and there is a difference between an inner conversation and double-mindedness. Now, double-mindedness is when you're trying to manifest something, and the voice that is replying to you, your higher self, or the voice in your mind, is having some resistance and is replying, "You'll never get this will never work." This is kind of being double-mindedness. Now, inner conversation is to basically align your mind and the other mind to the same conversation that supports yourself and support your manifestation. I love inner conversations. I love doing conversations with myself about literally anything, and don't think I'm crazy. It's just that I think we all do this. We all have conversation with ourselves, but many of us, we listen to ourselves all day long saying negative things about us. And instead, since I was a child, I have used inner conversation because I go deep down in myself and I find my best friend, and I found my cheerleader, I find my inner child, sometimes I find my higher self, and I talk to myself as I will talk to my best friend. So every single time that I have worries, doubts, or fears of any kind, or maybe perhaps it's been a bad day for whatever reason, I go deep inside myself and I have inner conversations with myself, when I just cheer up myself, or I sweet talk myself, and I go, everything is going to be fine. There is no need to worry. Of course, you're gonna get what you want. You're God of your reality. Remember, I am here for you. You're not alone. You're my best friend. I am nurturing you. I'm your mother. I'm your everything. And I talk to myself, and I only talk positively about myself, like I said, and I hear the voice back that supports me, and this helps me out so much. overcoming negative situations, or when I am trying to manifest something and the 3D is triggering me, I go back inside myself and I'm like, no, you can reject this. You know, Naya, you can reject this. You can literally push it out. Everything is going to be fine. And I try to adjust and tell myself a story about whatever situation I'm dealing with that is in support of my manifestation. And that's amazing, because when you're tired of affirming, or when instead you feel that affirmation are starting to sound mechanical, inner conversation and cheering yourself up not only will do you good, not only will raise your self-concept, what will support yourself and the totality of your manifestations altogether. And this is a tool that I constantly give to my clients. On top of that, when it comes down to manifesting a specific thing, or let's dive deep into a specific person, it is so fun to have an inner conversation. Now, inner conversation is not just, again, talking to yourself, but it's literally because you guys have to understand that we are all connected and thoughts create, and our thoughts go out into the quantum field through the morphic field of resonance, scientifically speaking, which is something that I am going to talk about on Patreon further. What is the morphic field of resonance and why thought transmission exists and is real. And by the way, I already have a video about thought transmission and why it's real on my Patreon right now. But just to make it simple for this video, your thoughts literally go into the quantum field and arrive to the subconscious mind of other people and everything around you through various morphic fields of resonance. And because of this, your SP is not outside of you. Your SP is inside you. We are all one. We are all made by the same consciousness. So most of the time what happens, and even Neville Goddard used to talk about inner conversation, we reportray the memories of the past. And remember, even through the morphic field of resonance, our memories and not just our self-concept create, I cannot stress this enough, our memories create on top of a self-concept. And so if inside your mind every day you go inside an inner conversation between you and your SP, between you and your boss, that stems from the behaviors of the past, therefore is a memory, and you keep arguing with this person over and over and over again, not only you're not changing the concept of yourself and of them, but you're not changing a damn thing in matters of manifestation and in your reality. So if you understand that even when you miss someone, even when you want them to be with you, you do not, where are you looking? You do not have to call them, text them. You do not have to do any of that. You do not have to grab and reach for anything. Like I always say, you can go back inside yourself and see the perspective of your specific person and hear their voice talking to you, cheering you up. I've done this so many times, not just for love, but also for friends. Let's say that I have argued with a friend of mine and I couldn't hear this person anymore. I would completely forgive them first and foremost, and forgive myself, because resentment doesn't help anyone. Or if there was a third party, I bless the third party. And I know you guys hate me when I say this, but I don't believe in keeping resentment for anyone, because I do believe that everyone is created by me. And so if there is any third party, I bless the third party. I hug her. I say, I love you. I forgive you. You have nothing to do with this entire story. And every single time that I've done this, they disappeared, because they cannot exist if you don't resist them, if you don't, oppose them. There are no enemies unless you believe that there are. And so when it comes down to an SP that I did, or a friend, like I was saying, I forgive whatever situation has happened, arguments or whatnot, and then I hear them in my mind cheering me up and say, don't give up, I love you, I'm your friend, I want to be with you, or whatever it is, the conversation that you want to portray. And the more you're going to saturate your mind with this inner conversation, especially in times of neediness, frustration, or triggeredness to the 3D, inner conversation is an effortless way to not only change the conception of yourself and of other people, but to truly manifest without feeling that your thoughts or affirmations are mechanical. So talk to your SP inside your mind, talk to the people that you love, and especially, not just for your SP, especially talk to yourself, and talk positively with yourself. So double-mindedness is not created, and your inner conversation, which you do naturally anyway every day, are supporting on a day-to-day basis your manifestation. So that's why I love them. And like I said, I will reiterate this concept of morphic field of resonance and why thoughts create on my Patreon for the next week. And in the meantime, you are doing a challenge, and I will love for you guys to participate. And I also have an e-course about manifesting your specific people, because I am today closing all my coaching sessions, but my e-course will still be available, of course, with my formula on manifesting specific people. And if you guys are interested, I even want to record an e-course for money and self-concepts, so just to conclude my formulas, so you have some extra material if you guys are interested. Let me know in the comment section down below what are your thoughts, and I'll see you very soon on this channel with another video. Love you guys.